Hey, how's everybody doing? I know it's been a hot minute since I've made a video, and doing this is a new venture, kind of a new thing I'm working on. This is a new thing I'm working on, and it's it's a thing called nerds, and it's about nerd stuff. I just thought I'd try my hand at that. I like to talk about this kind of stuff, and uh, people seem to like stuff like that. So here we go. This is Nerds, and I am James, and this is your update for October 16th, 2021, and we will be updating every Saturday. I'll try to do that every Saturday. Um, it's been pretty neat. I saw the latest James Bond movie, No Time to Die, and I should warn you guys, these videos are gonna have a lot of spoilers in them, so spoiler for everything that's in the title of this video. But yeah, I know I saw No Time to Die, and I don't really know what I was expecting when I went into it, but that thing's fucking good. It's like one of the best James Bond movies. Uh, Basically, what it is it's the Craig Bond becoming more Bond, if that makes any sense. Like, you've got the gadgets and the quips and all that different stuff. The tuxedo, it's got the opening with the gun barrel. But yeah, it's really neat. There's a lot of neat touches. Like, there are some scenes where they play the tune from On Her Majesty's Secret Service. It's not the tunes, like kind of a cover of it. And basically, uh, yeah, it's really cool because Rami Malek plays this character who he's an assassin who's infected with a virus. It's a nanotech virus, and he comes back and uses I think it's Marion Cotillard's character. No, Leia Sedu's character. Uh, and he's trying to spread this virus. And it's kind of interesting because his character is a lot like Dr. Shatterhand from the James Bond books. They even have the poison forest, the poison garden, I should say. So yeah, there's a lot of neat stuff like that, and it's pretty neat. Q, we always I like this Q because he's shown in a more human, personal way, and it's neat because of course, he's played by Ben Whishaw, who's openly gay, and they basically established that Q is gay. So it's pretty neat. Which is keeping in tradition since what was it in Skyfall? We find out that Bond is at least bi. Um, yeah, but it's really neat. A lot of good touches. Again, spoilers. We see quite a few characters bite the dust, including Felix Leiter and Bond himself. Fucking dies. Uh, they blow up the island that the virus is on, and he has to stay there, and he just dies and goes out doing his job, which is pretty neat. And of course, they have, uh, the new 007. She's really cool, and it's neat because, of course, to start out, they don't like each other, but they do have a respect by the end because they're both pretty damn good at their jobs. And it's really neat because, and at the end, the whole thing ends with the song We Have All the Time in the World by Louis Armstrong, which is, Bond fans will remember. That's what they play at the end of On Her Majesty's Secret Service when Blofeld shoots Diana Rigg's character, and it's a very sad ending. Like, I think it's the only time we see Bond cry. I believe it is, but it's great. I really liked it. I'm pretty stoked for Halloween Kills. It just looks really neat. Like, I love David Gordon Green stuff. Um, his stuff with Danny McBride's pretty dope, and I like what they've gone back to with Michael Myers. Just him being a dude. The I never liked, because the first two, it's okay. He's a guy, but he's evil as shit. Then the third one, it's not even about him, and that's a good movie. The third one's not even about him, but then when he comes back, it's like he's a being of pure evil and chaos, and it's just like, okay, he's just Jason at this point. Like, why are we doing this? So it's neat that they take him back to basics, and it's cool to see Jamie Lee Curtis back, even though she has come back a few times. Halloween H2O, Halloween water, as they call it on Mystery Science Theater 3000. But I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I like seeing Judy Greer in just about anything. Something else I'm pretty stoked for is Dune, which, when I first saw the trailers, I thought it looks well shot, but it looks so drab. I don't know, just the simplicity of like the costumes and the technology and stuff like that. That put me off a little because, Lynch's version has a very distinctive look, but I always kind of liked the Sci-Fi Channel look. I thought that was really neat. It was kind of, it wasn't too crazy. Like, anyone who knows the history of Dune movies knew that Alejandro Jodorowsky was going to make a Dune movie, and I would have seen the shit out of that, by the way. And they had designs by Jean Girard, more commonly known as Moebius, the French comic artist, and his stuff it was Moebius. It was out there, like it was very Fifth Element, which is interesting because I believe he worked on Fifth Element. So that initially put me off, but then watching more and more stuff, I think we're in good hands because, this is Denis Villeneuve, and, he has a lot of respect for existing stories. Like, I really dug Blade Runner, his new Blade Runner. It's pretty neat. And apparently he's like a huge Dune stan, so that's gonna be good. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the Fathom Events Rifftrax Live. I'm like a lifelong diehard Misty. I dig anything that involves any of the best brains. And the riff tracks are incredible. I know it sounds like sacrilege, but sometimes I like Rifftrax more than uh, MST. Sometimes, and the live shows are always so fun. Uh, where I live, there's a movie theater where they have the Fathom events, which is neat, and they're doing Amityville 4, and apparently the plot revolves around a possessed lamp. So pretty good, pretty good mind for comedy. And their Halloween shows are always great. It's nice to see them up there and see them get a crowd reaction, even though the non-live shows are still really cool. So I'm pretty excited for that. Um, N9ne just released a new album. He didn't just do it. It was a few weeks ago, but his new album is called Asinine. See what he did there, and it's the stuff that you love about it, and it's the same great N9ne taste. It's his usual chopper style, which is one of my favorite types of rap, I have to say. And I think Chris Calico does stuff on the album, which I'm not surprised. They've been doing stuff forever, so it's pretty good. Recently, Halloween, I've been watching Eli Roth, History of Horror, which is a show on AMC. You can, yeah, they show it, they rerun it pretty often during Halloween. Like, they're on their third season, but they rerun all the seasons basically. They're on the third season, and it's pretty cool. I really like it. He's a very good documentarian. Um, I've always liked him as a guy. He just kind of has a neat earthiness to him, um, and he seems to be a real appreciator of horror. But yeah, it's a really neat show, and I suggest you watch it. It's on AMC. Um, and with the horror documentaries, I've always been partial to them. The ones that I really like were the ones done by Kevin Brownlow in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. They were usually narrated by Kenneth Branagh, so it's pretty cool. And Mark Gatiss does pretty good ones for the BBC. You might know Mark Gatiss from he was on the show The League of Gentlemen. It was a horror sitcom, sketch comedy type show. You would probably know him from Sherlock, the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock. But yeah, I suggest any of those if you can track them down. And lastly, I just recently started listening to Seanbaby's podcast, and anyone on the internet worth their salt should know about Seanbaby. He's basically the OG funny internet guy. He basically started it, and yeah, it started in like the late 90s, and dude's still funny. Like, that's hard to keep up, and it's the same style of humor. He always has his weird way with words. Like, nobody quite phrases things like Seanbaby does. But it's funny. And I listened to the latest episode of his podcast, which part of his website called, it's either 1-900 Hot Dog or 1-800 Hot Dog. And in the latest episode, they talk about bat pussy, which, if you didn't know, is it's one of the earliest examples of a porn parody, and it is also considered one of the worst porns. Which, if you've seen it, you will agree. Does not do the job. But yeah, essentially that's what's been happening. And anyways, I'm excited to be doing this new thing. I hope you guys like it, and you know, if you did like it, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, remember, folks, always remember, tulip shall grow.